Why, hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as ScreenSpeak, and in today's video, this is my official review for The Running Man. So without further ado, let's discuss. Alright, so this is my official review for the spoiler review for The Running Man 2020. How do I do this? 2025. And this used to be an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Funny enough, how are we getting like two Schwartzes? Don't take that the wrong way. Two Arnold Schwarzenegger movies 2 weeks in a row. You got the Predator was a Arnold movie, and now The Running Man was an Arnold movie. So that's unique. But cut to the chase, I enjoyed the movie. There's not really that many. I made my vlog. Be sure to check out the vlog I made with my friends. Great discussion, by the way. Honestly, it kind of got a little deeper than I was expecting it to. Based off the movie, it doesn't have like a big message. But what I loved about this movie is that it makes you think a whole lot. By the end, you're like, okay, but what really happened? What was the actual message of the story? And I love movies like this where you're not totally on the main character's side, but there's things about certain characters that you relate with them. For instance, me and my friends were like talking about life, right? This movie deals with the moral philosophy of like being with a family, like taking care of your family, being with people. And that was something I really loved about this film, where, you know, I don't know where this is going to end up yet. It's going to end up in my top 10 films of the year, and I'm trying to decide where. So, you know, how rich you are, like the money that you have in your family, trying to get money for your family, trying to survive, and all that sort of stuff. And I liked that aspect of the movie. Now, another thing that I liked and disliked about this movie, I did understand that there's some dislike to this movie. The only thing I'm going to go into it, many people don't know Edgar Wright's style. If you know Edgar Wright's style, good. Me and my friend Michael, we love Edgar Wright, and my favorite Edgar Wright movie that I'm going to make another ranking video, and I might record it right after this. And Scott Pilgrim is my favorite Edgar Wright movie. It is my 4th favorite movie of all time. I love Scott Pilgrim. I watched it before The Running Man. And, you know, it has all these quirks about it. It has Edgar Wright's fast-tracking movement and all that stuff. So does Shaun of the Dead, so does Hot Fuzz, so does The World's End. Baby Driver a little bit, you can tell. And Last Night in Soho, you don't get a lot of that, but in this movie you get some, but not all of it, and it's a lot more action. So I love the action in this movie to compare it to Baby Driver, but what I don't think it's a knock. It's a knock on the movie, but it's not a knock on Edgar Wright, because what I appreciate is that Edgar Wright took a new approach to the source material of The Running Man, to a directing of his style of directing. And what I want to see is Edgar Wright do, say, a movie, because I don't think he would do a Marvel movie. I don't think there's a lot of people, it's tough to get people to make a Marvel movie. But for Edgar Wright to direct a James Gunn movie in his DC universe, that would be awesome. Or just another action movie. Because I can tell from Glenn Powell starring in this specific movie, that he is taking off. Edgar Wright, I want to see more of what he can direct. Glenn Powell is just unfathomable in everything he can do. From my favorite Netflix movie that he started, Hitman, amazing. From him being in Twisters, amazing. From his role in Top Gun Maverick, amazing, which I should go back and watch that movie. I'm sorry that I have not gone back to watch that movie since it came out in theaters. But him in Top Gun Maverick, amazing. Him in maybe he was Running Man. There's another movie that came out with him. There's like a comedy. Chad Powers. I didn't watch Chad Powers, but anyway, I loved him in this. And the cast here: Katie O'Brien, Josh Brolin, William H. Macy, Jurassic Park 3, Michael Cera, Scott Pilgrim himself, and there's just plenty of other names. I mean, just the rest of the cast is baller of acting, and I'm going. And don't forget Lee Pace. If you forgot who that was, the guy that takes. Oh, and the girl in it. At the end was from Coda. The girl from that won the Oscar in like 2021 was from Coda. But yeah, I loved seeing her. I didn't know. I was like, she looks familiar, but then my dad told me, and I was like, oh yeah, of course it does. So, but when the guy takes his mask off, who looked like Negative Man from Doom Patrol, I called him Negative Man. I will always, whenever I watch this movie, I will call him Negative Man until I know that he takes the mask off. I know who it is underneath the mask now. Underneath the mask. But, it's Lee Pace. If you don't know who that is, it's Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy. So we had Thanos, Josh Brolin himself, next to Ronan. So we literally had the two. We literally had the two again in one movie. It's pretty fun. It's pretty comical. I would love to put like a Photoshop image, just the Running Man. You just see the Running Man with Thanos and then Ronan. That's comical. But yeah, it looked like Negative Man from Doom Patrol. So I'm gonna give you my little like nuggets of information why I liked it. Again, I think that the only only drawback for me was not a whole lot of Edgar Wright's style, but I definitely liked. I didn't watch the original movie, and people were saying, "Oh, the original is better." Hear me out. Only reason the original is pseudo better than this one. Actually, I don't know why. I can't tell you because I've never really watched the original. I've watched clips. But it's because of the day and age that what made Arnold a star. Oh, by the way, the Arnold reference on the bill was great. Was just great. And my theater was packed for this. I'm hoping that my theater is packed for this like Avengers Doomsday. But I loved seeing Predator last week, but this one was better. I liked the theater experience for this one. I just liked the overall enjoyment. So, when I made a vlog, so you can go watch like Michael's thoughts on like the character development and all that sort of stuff. I did enjoy this more than Mission Impossible. Like the action was all there, the soundtrack was kick-ass, and the cast made it really enjoyable. Like I said, I think that the directing style of Edgar Wright got a little lost. But as the film played out, it makes you think a little bit. Like, okay, what actually happened? How did he get here? It feels a little rushed, but I just was so invested in the movie that I wanted to know how it ends. Similar to, I'll be talking about this on my ranking of Edgar Wright films, of The World's End. It feels a little convoluted, but once you get to the finale and you're invested in that random cliffhanger ending, you're like, or like surprise ending, you're like, cool, man, let it go, like just go with the flow. And that's kind of like what this movie does. You're like on your edge of your seat, the thrill ride, and I just loved it. Like again, Michael Cera's house, great. Scott Pilgrim's great set pieces. There's great action set pieces, and you know another thing is I love this more than Mission Impossible. That movie was a dud. The Final Reckoning. I loved Ballerina, but this one was better than Ballerina for me. Like I enjoy seeing Ballerina in the summertime, but this was like, yeah, that's the action movie that I wanted from the trailers. Like nothing really pseudo disappointed me. I understand where like Michael when we were talking about after the movie that it felt like they had trouble writing at the end. But that doesn't mean I didn't have a great time with this and won't watch it again. I think people coming out of the film will go, I didn't like that ending. I won't watch it again. That's what some people are probably saying. But for me, this is one that has moments. And not only will I rewatch it, but because it's Edgar Wright, I would love to just keep rewatching this movie. So that to me, there's a whole bunch there that gives me that enjoyment factor that makes me go, I'm putting this on my top 10 of the year. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going to have to reevaluate the films that I will be putting on there because I have not seen Avatar or Wake Up Dead Man yet, which are my last two ones that I will be putting on the list. So you're like, how do you know you're going to put them on the list? You haven't even seen them. Well, those are the ones that I'm going to be wanting to put on the list. You know, you always got like a vision in mind. I got the spidey sense of movies. I'm going to be putting them on my list. So that said, I definitely enjoyed the Running Man, and it's not, you know, the poster's so dope, by the way. It's just so good. I want to see more from Edgar Wright, and I'm very excited. You know, this is just a random random thought in mine. But next year for movies, I'm so excited for. I'm always excited for movies, but like, after this movie, I told my friends, like, okay, we won't go see a movie together because I'm going to go see Avatar with my dad and all that stuff until Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary looks so Oscar worthy, and I'm so excited for it here in March. I'm hoping it's better than Mickey 17 that came out this past March, because Mickey 17 I was excited for it, and it wasn't really what I was wanting. So, that said, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the Running Man spoiler review. Not a whole lot of spoilers, just a little bit of stuff, but let me know what you thought of the movie. I definitely enjoyed the cast was amazing. Like, again, Katie O'Brien, Michael Cera, and like Josh Brolin and Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell's like one of my favorite actors now, leading role. I love him. I mean, I love Michael Cera too, is like when he was in Scott Pilgrim. But I love what this movie delivered, and just again, it makes you think. Go check out the vlog because we have some more in-depth thoughts about the movie. By the way, before I leave, I will give this film an 8.5 out of 10, and 85% if I was going to rank this, and a 4.5 on Letterboxd, and just a solid A+ rate, and maybe an A-. Like, I don't know, like a solid A, because I don't want to like make it A- and people think, oh, this movie sucks, but I don't know. I think if your movie sucks, it's like a C, but I don't know. A- is where I'm leaning, so just go with that. So that's my ranking, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me, stay tuned on what I got coming out in the future. Stranger Things starts up very soon. Wicked's next week. Got Has-Been Hotel Season 2 ending this week. So, don't forget to leave a like, and I'm going to go stay tuned for my Edgar Wright full new ranking. So, I already have an Edgar Wright ranking out currently, but I will be making another one. So, that said, lots of stuff coming out soon. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm, watch the screen. Peace out, everyone. Bye.